Okay, hello, it's the Martian. Space Jam Jardins. I want this shit forever. Wake up and smell the garden. Fresher than the...
Hello, and welcome to a video. And if you guys don't know, I'm Craig. We're going to be playing Doki Doki Literature Club. So, I've never played this game before. People have told me about it, and apparently it's supposed to be really, really good. So, let's dive on in. Enter your name. Potato. Yeah, let's go. Where's the little neighborhood? Hey! Whoa, okay. Skip? Oh. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori. If I get all these names wrong, don't blame me. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting out around the high school, we would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. When I read, I tend to add words, so it's kind of... Anyway, let's get back to it. However, I just saw an idol in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha-ha! I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe only because I decided to stop and wait for you? Hey, you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's not true. That's mean, Potato. Ha! That's gonna come in handy. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Who wouldn't want that? Fine, fine. But you did wait for me, after all. I guess you don't have to... God damn it. I guess you don't have it in you to be even into... I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you wanted to. Wherever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Potato, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any club, girl. I haven't been looking either. Hey, that's not true. You told me that you would join a club this year. No, I didn't. Did I? Did I really? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one way of our many conversations where I did dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. What do you mean? I am a normal average human being.
Your happiness is really important to me, you know? Okay? And I know you're happy right now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a neat in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Okay? You trust me, right? You don't make me keep worrying about you? Alright, now what? No, that's me. I don't sound like that. Nah. Hey, I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. I guess I'm not that either, but no promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Maybe. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head, which a lot of people do. But I'm not going to get into that. The school day isn't ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. No. Clubs. No. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello. Sayori. Sayori must have come in the class while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and here and spacing out, so I came in. I don't even know what I'm trying to say there. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me, though. Wait.
See, I add in the word though, and it's not there. I don't see it. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Not good. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought you would know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Hey, meanie? Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. Wait, did I say that right the first time? I don't know. Anyway, in fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be evenless. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Hehe. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she is cunning as to have planned all this out. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. You don't know that. You could say maybe she likes me. I don't know. We'll find out, because I've never played this game. So anyway, I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yay, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectively follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! Yes! I told you don't call me a new member. Hey, I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Girl number one. Okay, girl number one has no name. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Ooh, girl two. Wow, damn. You don't know my gender. Don't assume my gender. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, potato. What a nice surprise. Girl three. How did she know my name? Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figures makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. See, Yuri is a name from Call of Duty in Modern Warfare series. So I'm gonna keep thinking of that name when that gets brought up. Don't say things like that. Yuri. What was that? You know you're a loser when you make yourself laugh. It's just, Yuri, who appears comparably. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet you both. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? She has the only normal name. Except with a K, I guess. That's right! It's great to see you again, Potato. Monica smiles sweetly. That's right, you smile sweetly. Not sourly, sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically completely out of my league, so having her smile at me generally feels a little... You too, Monica? Come sit down, Potato. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. Wow, I'll get you the cupcakes. That's what I'm here for. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Tea and crumpets, love! The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentions, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walked over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. I hope I'm saying these names right. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Woohoo. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of the chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea if you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. What a pig. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers and looking for the best angle to take a bite. That's what I usually do. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. And nah, it's probably Sobi's bot. What a dweeb. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. What? Why are you thanking me? It's not like I heard this somewhere before. Made them for you or anything. We already got a hook, line, and sinker. Hey, I thought you were technically dead, Sayori said. Well, maybe, but not for you, you know, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. I don't like to read, but I'm reading for you guys anyway. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? No, because I haven't read in friggin' 4 years. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not it! I am not impressing, Potato! Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea ready, it might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the... Don't get me started on this. My friend dragged it to me. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel alright at home. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to take the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate team last year? Huh? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, like a YouTube channel, you know, building a community, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. I hope I'm saying that right. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. YouTube, wow, doesn't that seem a little too accurate? But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. That much more important. I'm confident that if we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. God damn it. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Potato, what kinds of things do you like to read? I don't know why I'm blanking out right now. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I really don't have a good way of answering that. Manga. Wait, what? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading, obviously. She seemed to be reserved and timid since the movement I walked in. It is obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep physiological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? That didn't sound right. I don't know. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read horror book once. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. Fook. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called "Don't Say It Out Loud, I'll Scream," and give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sorori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why do you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Artwork itself is glory. You must be willing to open to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities. Like my stutter. And showing even though the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example, help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers? I guess it's the same, Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everybody. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at him. Is that even a friggin' word? At Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Potato? Duh. Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one more problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with that's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori, oh god, may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. I still have other clubs to look at. I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Potato, you all... I'm defenseless against 3 girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. Or, that is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up with excitement. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. I'm gonna have troubles with that friggin' word, I swear to God. Thanks, Gus. Okay, everyone. I think that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remembered tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Potato, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah, sure. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Potato, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Alright guys, I am gonna end it there. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe for everyday content because I'll be live streaming, I'll be recording videos, popping them out one by one. Don't forget though guys, I love y'all. Thank you guys so much for the support so far. And don't forget to leave a like, and I'll see you guys later on for the next daily content of whatever comes tomorrow, which I don't know. But anyway guys, love y'all. Have a great night.